Today I'm going to give you some tips on how to backside 50-50, which is a pretty intimidating and tricky trick to learn when you're first starting out. So the reason it feels so weird is, how do you ollie and go backwards? So first let's take a look at a backside 50-50. So the part that's so daunting about this trick is, how do you ollie up onto the ledge backwards? Let's see if I can try and do one. Oh, see, that's hard. So it's obvious that you're not just riding parallel to the ledge and jumping onto it. When you're first learning these, you're actually going to want to come at an angle. And I would suggest, like maybe a 20-degree angle or so. And it's going to be really helpful to already have backside 180s so that you're used to turning backside. So as you can see, I came at roughly a 30-degree angle, and that would be a really good angle to start when you're first trying to learn. And like I say, start by trying to do a small backside ollie, like a 30-degree backside ollie onto an unwaxed or waxed curb, going at a speed you feel comfortable. I don't think this is one of these ones where you need to try it on something unwaxed at first, because in fact it's actually a little bit better if you go onto something that does grind, because you're gonna want it to actually move. Because if you're going at it with any reasonable speed and you hit something that doesn't grind, you're gonna get pitched forward. So it's actually gonna be better if it is waxed. So let's see if I can do it going as parallel to the ledge as possible while moving at a good clip. So I was pretty parallel on that one, and it did feel a bit challenging, which leads me to believe that even now, with a lot of experience at these, I still come at a slight angle, but it might only be more like 5 or 10 degrees. The next thing I'm going to get into is shoulder positioning. When you're jumping onto the ledge, you're going to want to have your shoulders open, and when you're getting ready to come off the ledge, you turn your shoulders in. So let's take a look at an example of that. So as you can see, I keep my shoulders open while grinding, and I slowly bring them over as I start to get ready to come back in. And there's a couple ways to come out of this trick, and the easiest way when you're first learning is to just do sort of a little kick turn off. And in order to do that, you're going to want to stay on your toes. When I'm grinding, I'm just in sort of a comfortable riding position while keeping my weight on my toes, because if you have your weight on the wrong spot when you're coming off the ledge, it's going to hang up and just not do what you want it to. So you kind of have to go transfer. While you're grinding, you're on your heel, and while you're coming off, you go onto your toe. So here's the beginner one, going kind of slow and just kick turning off. The downside to doing that is it doesn't look super rad, and you're not going to be able to do it on something high unless you somehow are able to wall ride down the ledge. So the next thing you're going to want to learn is how to actually kind of pop or do a little ollie off the ledge. So ollieing out of those, I'm realizing, is a little bit advanced. So probably what you're going to do in the beginning is start towards the end of a curb or ledge and just ride off the end like you're riding off a curb. And the key to that is basically the exact same as riding off a curb. If you can ride off a curb, you can ride off the end of a ledge on a grind. So the hardest part about this by far is going to be learning how to get your body to ollie backside a little bit. And one little exercise you can do to help you get that sort of feeling is to just pick a line in the concrete, stand on one side of it, and try to ollie backwards a little bit. So that's probably going to get boring pretty quick, but it's at least going to be a good exercise to help you get that feeling. So now that we've done that, let's try and backside 50-50 a bunch of things here. How about this unwaxed bear of a ledge? The end's got a tiny bit of wax. I'll try and go off that. All right, I'm satisfied with that one. That thing is crunchy. What about just for fun, I try one crooked grind? I think I'll have to go to fakie. Look at that, crunchy. Okay, so the reason I started doing other stuff is because, well, I've pretty much told you everything I know about backside 50/50s. And what I want you to do is read the comments, because one observant commenter or two is gonna point out the things that I've forgotten. So it's always important to read the comments in a tutorial because there's more information. So now I'm gonna do one more trick on this ledge for good luck and maybe try backside 50/50 on something else. Okay, so backside 50/50s on a round bar is a tutorial all in and of itself. And I'm actually not that good or comfortable with them. So, I don't know, maybe Nyjah Huston should do a tutorial on those, because he seems to be pretty alright at them. I don't know, from the video I just watched the other day. Anyways, guys, I hope you found this useful. I hope it gets you a little closer to what can be kind of a daunting trick, but once you get them is actually pretty fun and satisfying. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.